the House. And the reason why the funds have not been disbursed is because of the way we have acted as a House. Mr. Speaker, we need to have a firm resolve in this House so that we gain the respect that we deserve as a National Assembly. Because if we become an appendage of either arms of government, then even if we ask for funds to be disbursed to our constituencies, we have lost our independence, we have lost our sovereignty in quotes, and therefore, even if we demand, we do not have that respect from the executive. So, Your Honor, we must stamp our feet and our authority as a House so that we have that respect. Mr. Speaker, the other issue that the problem we have is if there is a problem on matters of CDF, the first person to be blamed is the Member of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, it is very unfortunate. It should be noted that the Member of Parliament does not play any role in terms of CDF. We have an accounting officer, and that is the person who should take the ultimate responsibility when it comes to matters of CDF. Most often than not, the Member of Parliament, with their audit queries, the buck normally, in terms of what the public perceives, is that the buck stops at the Member of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, that is not the correct position. The correct position is as CDF is managed through the office of the fund manager, and therefore the Member of Parliament has no role in terms of the management of CDF. Mr. Speaker, I also call upon the COCs, that is the constituency oversight committees in our constituencies, to play their role. Because, Mr. Speaker, the question is, who polices the fund manager? Who polices the officers serving in CDF? Mr. Speaker, the COC must stamp the authority and be able to oversight the CDF committee so that they can be able to execute their mandate or they discharge their mandate without any fear of intimidation. Mr. Speaker, we also still call for continued increase in the allocation of CDF. Mr. Speaker, you realize that there was a slight improvement in the formula for allocation of CDF. But, Mr. Speaker, you realize that the highest constituency in this country receives a paltry, around 165 million. That is the highest allocation that a constituency receives in this country. Mr. Speaker, if you compare the importance of CDF to the amount allocated, Mr. Speaker, there is a big difference. And that is why, as this House, we should call for an increment in CDF, because, as we have agreed, CDF plays a critical role, plays an important role, and of course, that trickles down to the people who are on the ground. Mr. Speaker, so many children have benefited from our bursaries, and there has been no audit queries, so much audit queries in terms of bursaries, because the bursaries benefits most of our children, and for that reason, Mr. Speaker, sir, I fully support this report. I fully support the recommendation contained therein, and I believe that if the recommendations are adopted as they are, then we shall have a CDF that...
Honorable Toroitich,
yes.
It is very refreshing to listen to you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Could you be rushing because you are running out of time? Because I would be keen